So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So guys, I haven't done a video in a while, but I thought I'd do one because there's been some news on this whole saga between Alvarez and Benavidez. Now, Canelo has come out and said that he would want 150 to 200 million US dollars to fight Benavidez. A lot of people have been, speculating on why is Canelo asking this ridiculous amount of money. He's ducking Benavidez. I think, firstly, you've got to go back and watch that interview. And I think Canelo Alvarez, English isn't his first language. So sometimes when, he speaks, you don't know what he means sometimes. He doesn't always come across like, you might not understand what he's fully trying to say. He was saying something like the promoter will offer me something 250 to 200 million, something like that. But look, I think if Canelo is genuinely wanting that kind of money to fight Benavidez, then obviously it's ridiculous, because one minute he says Benavidez doesn't offer anything, then the next minute he's saying that he needs 150 million to fight him. Now, did he ask for 150 million to fight Munguia? I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so hesitant on not fighting Benavidez. And this is a problem. This has been throughout. If you look at recent years, Canelo's done that with Andrade. Now he's doing that with Benavidez, where he's kind of saying, well, what do I have to gain? But then he'll fight guys that are in the same position, like Munguia, who have done nothing really. But then he gives those guys the opportunity, like Jermell Charlo. Okay, Jermell Charlo was an undisputed champion, but at a smaller weight class, Now, Jermell Charlo hadn't done anything compared to Benavidez at 168. So it doesn't make sense some of the times, and some of the stuff that Canelo comes out with, I do get confused, because it's hard to sometimes defend certain things. Like I just said, that he's asking for 150 to 200 million, but he's not asking for that money to fight Munguia. So why is he asking for that money to fight Benavidez when he says Benavidez doesn't bring anything apart from just extra weight on fight night? So is that the reason why he's not fighting him, because it's the extra weight on fight night? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm trying to say. Canelo Alvarez is a great of the sport, right? When people see signs that actually this guy's avoiding that guy, at this point, it does look like he doesn't want to fight Benavidez. Because why would you say something, why would he even say that? Why would he, I don't get what was the narrative behind that. So there's clearly some kind of, and if you look at it, if you look at the guys that, maybe people think, and I'm not saying Benavidez causes a threat, but people were saying about Andrade, and then now they're saying about Benavidez that they cause a threat, even though I don't think Andrade had any chance. Benavidez might have a chance now. But it's the fact that the way Canelo starts hating these guys and starts making out like, they don't offer anything, he becomes very defensive and becomes very aggressive to those individuals, and he almost seems like he doesn't like them. But I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get what's going on. I don't know about this whole situation. It's very confusing to me. I want to see the fight. I think it's a great fight. But the more it goes on, it just seems a bit weird what's actually happening and why Canelo is not taking that fight, because it doesn't make sense to me. Because I don't think Benavidez is that great that Canelo would avoid him. But then at the same time, Canelo comes out with things that make you think that, why is he saying that? Why is he saying that? And why is it the fights that we want to see with Canelo, we don't always get? And it seems like it's very, very, if it seems like Canelo has to be put into a corner sometimes to make those fights, like with Golovkin, for example, and with, some of the fights we want to see Canelo involved in, it doesn't seem like we get those fights. Right now, there is a very, very strong demand for Benavidez. But it doesn't seem like that fight's going to get made. Now, that is a problem. That is a problem, because obviously Canelo's one of the biggest stars in the sport. And obviously, if there's a big demand for somebody that we want to see him fight, that fight should get made. You know, and maybe that Canelo Alvarez is asking for that kind of money because he knows that the Saudis are spending a lot of money. So maybe he feels that they'd be willing to pay that for the Benavidez fight. So hence why he put a number out there that maybe they can only meet, because he's not going to get that number in America because the fight's not that big. And Canelo Alvarez doesn't make 150 to 200 million. I don't think he's made that in any fight of his. So for him to say Benavidez offers nothing, then he wants the highest payday. Maybe, I don't even know if Canelo's ever made $100 million in a fight. So 150 to 200 million is a very far stretch. So it is confusing to me why Canelo said that. But at the same time, I think it could be out of frustration. It could be the fact that maybe Canelo just can't be asked with the questions of being asked about Benavidez. But it come to a point where Canelo Alvarez will have to fight. Like, he has to fight David Benavidez. He'll have to fight him somewhere along the road, because you can't not fight him. There's a too strong a demand. If Canelo says he's going to go on for 5-6 years, there's no way he can go on another 5-6 years without, or even if he has another 5 to 10 fights, there's no way he can't fight Benavidez. The demand is too big, you know. And Canelo Alvarez plans on going on for a bit longer. So if he plans on going for a bit longer, I just don't see how the Benavidez fight isn't going to happen, because I think he'll have to fight Benavidez. So it's just a strange situation with this Canelo stuff. Like, I don't think the Munguia fight is a tough fight for Canelo. I think Canelo's going to beat him quite comfortably, because Munguia is quite one-dimensional. You know, and maybe people might say Benavidez is dimensional, but I just think Benavidez has a bit more. Benavidez is a better fighter than Munguia. He's a better fighter. He's a lot more well-rounded. I think he's a lot more intelligent than what he comes across. I think Munguia is very one-dimensional. He comes forward, he's tough, but he's a smaller guy. You know, we don't know how he's going to be able to take Canelo's power. Is he going to have the same success that he has? Is he going to be able to impose himself like he is on other fighters? I'm not so sure. So time will tell, but I think Canelo Alvarez will beat Munguia quite handily in this fight. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinions, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.